Hi everybody and welcome to day 3. Today we're going out to the southwest of Kirikiri, out to Opunoni, down to see Taone Mahuta, down to Dargaville and then back up home. And we picked the action up just to the west of Kaikohui as we're heading for Rawene. Yeah, hi everybody, I'm Goose. Welcome to my channel, Loose with Goose. So there's a map of where we're heading around to today. This is typical of the countryside coming through here. We're actually on the south side of the Hokianga Harbour. And great open rolling countryside, little villages scattered through, and great scenery all the way through. There's a turn off to Rawene, and this will take you across to Coke, the ferry at the end of that road. But we're travelling on through. We had a bit of a stretched our legs there, and then heading off. The next stop is Opunoni, of course made very famous by Ipo the dolphin back in the 50s. And just to the right there we saw the first glimpse of the Hokianga Harbour, and the road now follows quite close, and although we've been following it a little bit more inland for the last 50 odd k's. So we're coming in down now this hill that drops down and drops us into the village of Opunoni, as I said before, made famous by the dolphin called Ipo, named after the village. And there's a statue to him to just here. Great animal he was. The kids could play with him, hang on to him, they'd go for a bit of a swim. He had towed them around before he finally disappeared. So again, after a quick stretch there, we headed off. I was asked to lead because I had a special sight I wanted these guys to see. So I led them up to the top of over the hill, turned them around and brought them back. And as you come over the top of the hill coming from inland, this is what you get to see. Absolutely stunning view. And there you are, that's the mouth of the Hokianga Harbour. That's the Tasman Sea beyond the sandhills. And it doesn't matter what the weather's like, whether it's overcast and showery like it is today, or it's blue sky and blazing sunshine. It's an absolutely gorgeous sight. So from there we'll hit the road again, and our next stop will be that mighty tree, the kauri, Taone Mahuta. As we start to leave the farmland behind and climb up into the hills and into the Waipoa forest, where Taone Mahuta lives, and there's some absolutely stunning country in here. Beautiful, beautiful scenery, great road. It doesn't matter whether you're riding a bike or driving a car. Take your time, see it in. There's plenty there for everybody. Yeah, that's corner there, you saw the bike jump a little. I jumped a little actually because I scraped the pigs coming through there. As the sign says, 400 metres to get to the giant tree. So that there is Pine Tree, not Taine Mahuta. There's a lovely walkway through here, all planked all the way, and great wheelchair access for those who can't walk the whole thing. Good scenes of New Zealand bush in here as well. Just through there you might see a shadow of it standing up there if you look carefully through the undergrowth, and there it is a little bit more clearly there. You can see it on the left hand side. And there he is. What a beautiful, beautiful tree. It's one of New Zealand's living national monuments. To think that that tree was there when Julius Caesar conquered Gaul and before Jesus Christ walked this earth. And here comes Dreadnought doing his zombie impression. He's a great guy, that. Around the corner we go, and there's a few more of the crew in around here, and just having a different perspective of Taine Mahuta. So once we get through the glare of the sun, you'll get a bit of an idea of what it's like. So that was it. Once more we had to be on the road again, and on the way out we had another good look at this at the bush. But one of the things that's happening up here in Northland at the moment is the kauri dieback. And we're talking to a guide there, and he was saying that it's always been there. But what's actually set it alight, they think, is when we brought our machinery in, and we cut the roots and cut the through the swamps and the waterways, and that set it off. And now it's being spread through. So this little station they've got here as we go in and out, you've got to clean your feet, really brush them off, and then there's a little squirty machine under there that squirts disinfectant up onto your footwear, and hopefully that will help stop the spread of the kauri dieback. There was some talk at one stage that Tony Mahuta was actually infected by it, but I'm not sure if that's still the case. So what a great little visit that was, and while I was setting the camera gear up, the other guys tootled off, so I had a little game of catch up once more, but it wasn't going too fast. The scenery in through here and the roads are absolutely superb. This is really cute. One-way bridge and you've got a coyote either side of it on sentry duty. That really struck me. And I got struck again there. I came in a bit close on that helmet, on the that corner, and the ferns gave me a tap on the helmet as I went through. As you can see, it's such a beautiful place and such a special place. If you're coming up through Northland, it doesn't matter whether you're going from Opunoni south or going from Dargaville north. And there it was, back now into the rolling countryside, but still not that lush, beautiful New Zealand bush, but out in some really good vistas in the rolling countryside, the farming communities, and it didn't matter where we went up there. I think it's the same in most of New Zealand. The scenery is pretty good. And then we were back into Dargaville. So caught up with the guys just on the outskirts. They waited up for us because they knew we got caught up. But it was really neat to catch up with them, and off we went again into Dargaville itself. And that stretch of water you see on the right hand side, there's the Wairoa River. And time for a quick top up of the tanks, stretch our legs and get ready for the last leg home. And so while we were gassing up, the weather decided, well, you've had a fairly good run at it, which was quite true. We all the way up through the forest and through Tane and Opunoni on the way back. We had the odd little skiff, but nothing. But from here on in, she decided that we'll have a few heavy showers just to make life interesting for the group, and that's pretty much it as it was all the way home. which is unfortunate because Gary had spotted a couple of roads, or one in particular, that was a really good biking road. And we'll tune into that very, very shortly, and you'll see a bit of what I mean. So here's the road here. We've been on the highway going east out of Kaikohe, and this is in the Kirikapuni Valley Road, and this takes us all the way through to Highway 15. It must be pretty popular with the local bikers, because for that sign to be put up there, it was the only one I think like that I saw in Northland. The ever-changing vista of the Northland countryside got me. Here we are coming across the top of that hill there, and the view's just opened out. It's absolutely beautiful. So that was the road. We're turning left now and going on to Highway 15, and this will take us home, and this is also a great little road. The next major town up through here is Kaikohe, and from there we went east again and caught up with the highways back up into Kirikiri. But this road I found was really, really good. Now this is an interesting little intersection on Highway 15. We take a real right-hand bend here, and it's called the Twin Rivers, because there's one and there's the other one just coming up there now, and all coming through the two bridges. So yeah, very interesting place. But again, as you can see, old Huey decided to chuck it down a little bit for us. But it still didn't matter. It didn't dampen us down at all in one way, because the views here are absolutely brilliant. And then we got caught in behind this truck carrying some heavy earth moving machinery, and that took a little while to get through. The guys got through fairly early in the piece, but old Dreadnought and I, we got stuck in behind them for a while, and then Dreadnought had a chance to go, and then I got stuck again for a few kilometres before the truck gave me the indication that things were all clear ahead, and away we went. Which, thank you to the driver. I find truckies are pretty good. So a few kilometres up the road, we hooked up again with Dreadnought and Michelle, and that's the way it stayed until we got to Kaikohe. So as you can tell by the windscreen, there we've had a little fine patch again, and now it's deciding to throw it down at us again. And coming into the outskirts of Kaikoui here, we caught up with the rest of the guys and turned right. That brought us into an easterly direction, which took us home for to the motel at Kirikiri. So there's the day. So if you like what you've liked and like what you've seen, leave a like. And of course subscribe and hit the bell icon for me. But in the meantime, remember to ride free. And of course, God bless.